Sienna's hands are bruised.
Yeah,
her body is bruised. And her ego has now also been bruised. So all in all, it's 3 of 3. It's a good.
Yeah, we'll title this 3 out of 3, return to handball. We are back where it all ended last year. We're back in Tucson, and this is where I was when COVID shut down the world. Didn't play handball all year, and now we're back.
How's it feeling?
Feels good. I'm actually surprised at hand-eye coordination / ball coordination to be a bit slower, but I know where the ball's going, so that's a good start. This has actually helped a lot. I was feeling quite nervous coming here to hit the ball. Hydration station is key. I learned that the hard way.
Water or electrolyte stuff?
Both. There's only one wrong answer.
It is day number 2.
Day number 2 over all days.
Living the life, let me tell you.
We're off to the courts now again.
Yeah.
You should always prepare by putting all your training into the 2 days before the tournament.
That's the one way to do it. Woo!
No, I actually really enjoyed hitting the ball around yesterday though, like on an actual court. It was like, felt like a kid again, you know? That's how you should feel.
Yeah.
Play like a child.
Happiness.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Let's go, baby.
How does it feel to be back?
Feels good. It's been a long time with no handball. I'm really feeling that I'm getting into it. You can probably tell that my left is taking a little longer to get back, but the right, whew, it's on fire, baby. Let's go. The right, whew, it's on fire, baby. Let's go. The good thing about me being such a great handball player is that I bring out the joy in the handball again, you know? It's like, it's impossible to not laugh when you play with me. For a lot of different reasons, you know?
That's true, it is very hard not to laugh. The day has come. Feeling a little nervous, like I can feel it in my stomach. You know, I told Frida earlier that I was feeling nervous like that, and she was like, well, if you didn't feel anything, it'd be more concerning. And that's very true. Like, when I came back to play and I didn't like feel anything whatsoever, you know, this shows that I care, and I am excited to play, so let's go.
I am so excited. I'm so excited. Like, not, who cares about her right now? I'm so excited. I've been waiting for so long for Ciana to be able to play handball again, so it's about damn time.
Yeah, the first game I was like a rabbit in headlights. Is that the same? I don't know. But
A deer in headlights.
a deer in headlights. I didn't know if the ball was coming or going. And like, she's very good at 3-ball. Like, that's what they do here a lot, especially during COVID. So she had unreal serve. The second game I did kind of get my grips a little bit. Well, I actually did quite well. Yeah, so that was good. And then towards the end of the second game I was absolutely gassed. Like, you think after running a marathon you're in great shape, but it's a different... it's a completely different type of fitness, obviously.
Don't call it a comeback. Yeah, I bet. So a big takeaway from watching Ciana play is that she still got it.
Still in the arms.
Yeah.
The feet is what was like
the hard part.
Yeah. So going into the next game, I'm going to try and move. I'm not going to try. I'm going to move into the ball on the serve, because in free wall, if you let the ball bounce and it comes back without hitting the side wall, you're a goner because there's no back wall.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's why it's called free walls. And then I'm gonna hit my serve so that they don't hit the side wall and they go straight back.
Those are filthy.
Tricky, yeah. They come out to like close to the side wall and you don't go in to meet them, like you're a goner. Oh, my hands are so swollen. Look at that.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're like shaking.
You're gonna be feeling that. If you ever wonder what it's like to be a handballer, check this out.
It's tough life. My body can feel it already. Second game, did not get the W. I think that game really, like I was even more frustrated because I felt like, well, I played one game. Why am I back to normal yet? No, like I did feel more frustrated just with making the same mistakes and like the little things like footwork not being there, sharpness not being there, left hand swinging weird. And then I was reminding myself, okay, being frustrated doesn't actually help with your performance. I also like really disappointed because even in my head I was like, you know, it's no pressure, like just it's gonna be fun. You're still like, I want to win, obviously.
Yeah.
So people, I understand what you're going through. This is what a real raw return to sport looks like after a year. We're here at the airport ready to go home, and of course I've been thinking about the tournament, and I had two not main thoughts, but two thoughts that probably weren't that helpful throughout, like when I was playing. The first one being I should be doing better than this when I was playing, because obviously like I wasn't playing as good as I have in the past. So I kind of had that thought of, geez, I should be better than this. And obviously when you really think about everything in like, put it in perspective, you know, I shouldn't be. That's just like a thought I have. And by accepting like, this is where I am now, because of all the things that have happened, then you can kind of play without those like expectations of where you should be. And I think like I did that, like once I had the thought I was kind of like work my way through it, but in hindsight just those I should thoughts really, they're just, you're holding on to something that, you know, isn't that way right now, and that makes you not be fully like free in what you're doing in a way. And the second thought that crossed my mind was, this is a little bit embarrassing, especially when I was losing by quite a lot. And when I think about that, it's like, how is this embarrassing? And it kind of comes down to expectations of myself again, and like not wanting to be below the standard I'm at, but also it's like thinking what other people might think when they see like, oh, you're losing by that much or you lost by that much. But in reality, like, those people probably don't really think about it that much. It's like, oh, you lost, okay, you know, and they get on with their lives. So like, but that thought of like, this is embarrassing did cross my mind, because I mean, not really used to being in that situation, so it was like a little new territory, which makes sense when you take everything into consideration. So that's definitely another thought that really didn't help, because the more like, say if I made a mistake, then it's like, oh, this is even more embarrassing, like the further and further I am away from being at the level I know I have played at in the past. So I guess with that one, just reminding myself that people don't like think about you all that much, Ciana, you know, it's okay.
Alright.
Alright, so before we completely end, I wanted to just, obviously I've spoken about like thoughts that did not help me when I was playing, and maybe I've talked about things that didn't go so well when I was playing. So I always say with every performance there's at least 3 things that went well. So thinking about the weekend and what went well for me, well, first of all, the main thing is I really just enjoyed playing. Like, I felt happy when I was playing, and I play my best when I'm enjoying it. And then second would be, it's pretty amazing to think that, you know, I could play handball after a year out of playing. So like, my body got used to it really fast. Like, I was a little nervous, but like, you know, my body knows what it's doing. And then lastly, like, there were moments when thoughts like did pop into my head, but I did a good job of like refocusing on, okay, that's a thought, what's going to help me now? Like, move your feet, hit your serve. And especially there were times when I got a little frustrated, but I managed to like rein it in. So those are 3 things that went well.
Good stuff.
And you know, there's going to be a mix in the return to play, and always of helpful and unhelpful things. So it helps to like separate them. Yeah.
Imagine if you had gone back and nothing would have been different. Like,
that would have been
what the heck?
wild.
That would have been so weird. Like, that doesn't happen, you know? Like, that is like, why do you train so hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So obviously, yeah.
And the last thing, I guess, is like the purpose of these videos wasn't to like share the secrets to the mindset to return to play. It was just to give like my experience of returning to play, and maybe some people will experience similar or very different, but just to be aware of what's going on. Yeah. Be where you are.
So for y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep using the space in between. Yeah. Thank you, Ciana. My mask keeps falling down.